Hello everyone, welcome to Verbally Vivid, and today we are going to discuss about AWS Security Services. Well, AWS provides a wide range of security services and features to help organizations secure their cloud environment. These services are designed to protect data, applications, and infrastructure in the cloud. There are some key AWS security services and features. So let us get started with each one of them. So the very first is AWS IAM. IAM stands for Identity and Access Management. So IAM allows you to manage user identities and access to AWS resources. You can create and manage users, groups, and permissions to control who can access specific AWS services and their resources. So next is Amazon Guard Duty. Guard Duty is a managed threat detection service that continuously monitors your AWS accounts and workloads for malicious activity and unauthorized access. Next, we have Amazon Inspector. Inspector helps you find security vulnerabilities and compliance issues in your application by performing security assessment of your EC2 instances. So these are specific to EC2 instances and they run a thorough vulnerability check. Next is AWS WAF. WAF stands for Web Application Firewall. Well, WAF helps protect your web applications from common web exploits by allowing you to configure rules to filters and monitor incoming web traffic. So you have complete control to monitor the traffic, their IP addresses, which one to block, which one to whitelist, blacklist. You get those options to highlight here. Next is AWS Shield. AWS Shield provides protection against distributed denial of service attack, DDoS attack, for applications running on AWS. Next, we have Amazon Macy. As cute as it sounds, Macy is a security service that uses machine learning to automatically discover, classify, and protect sensitive data in AWS. Other one, we have AWS Key Management Service, commonly known as KMS. So KMS is a fully managed encryption service that allows you to create and control the keys, which is used to encrypt and decrypt your data. Next is Amazon Cloud Trial, AWS Cloud Trial. They log API activity and events in your AWS account, providing an audit trial of actions taken by users and services. So nothing will be missed, everything will be captured. Any request that has received, right from their IP addresses, what was the request, what was the response, at what time, which region, which origin, everything will get captured. Next we have is AWS Config. Config continuously monitors and record configuration of your AWS resources, helping you assess compliance and troubleshoot potential security issues. Next is Amazon Detective. Detective help you analyze and investigate security issues by automatically collecting and analyzing log data from your AWS resources. Next we have is AWS Firewall Manager. So Firewall Manager simplifies the management of AWS WAF rules across multiple AWS account and resources. Again, you have complete access, authorization, like what rules to apply and who can have access to this. Next is Amazon VPC. VPC stands for Virtual Private Cloud. It allows you to create isolated network environment to host your resources, providing network level security. Next, we have AWS Organization. Organization lets you centrally manage and govern AWS multiple accounts in your multiple accounts, helping you implement security policies across your organization. Lastly, we have Amazon S3. S3 stands for Simple Storage Services Access Control. So S3 provides various access control mechanisms, including bucket policies and access control lists, which are commonly known as ACLs, to secure data stored in S3 bucket. So these are certain set of security services that are available, and most importantly, they are so user friendly. With just couple clicks away and your system is all set to proceed further. Now, why do we have so many security services? Because it is for enhanced data protection with AWS Security Services. For secure storage, AWS provides encrypted storage services to protect against data breaches. Then we have advanced access control. So, AWS Security Services allow users to authenticate via biometric data and access control policies. Next, like I mentioned about WAF, so it's for network security. So, AWS provides firewall and network security group to protect data in transit. So now, why is this all in place and what can be achieved is a simplified compliance management. So its ability to scale. AWS offers scalability and ease of use for companies of all sizes. Irrespective of the size of a company, AWS and their services are meant in such a way that they could fit the need. All alteration can be done. Next, automated compliance report. It ensures compliance with ease via automated reports and custom dashboards. Variety of certifications. AWS maintains a variety of certifications for compliance, including GDPR and SOC 2, ISO, and many more, PCI DSS. They do maintain secure certifications. And let's just talk about some real world examples of companies benefiting from AWS security services. So there is Netflix. I'm sure most of us have subscription to, but did you know Netflix uses AWS? They use AWS security services to manage access for millions of users and protect against cyber threat. Even NASA, come on, not denying it, it relies on AWS security to protect against unauthorized access to important data and intellectual property. Next, you might have heard about Expedia as well, right? So uses AWS security to ensure secure transactions, protect customer data, and prevent fraudulent activity. Now that we have learned so much so far, let's learn about some best practices for implementing AWS security services. So, implement in phases. This all happens in three phases. So, first one is assess your security risk. Now, thoroughly assess your security risk to determine which AWS services are best suited to your needs. Now, we have plenty of services available, so you should know which service is applicable for your request, for the risk you have, and what service best fits you, and how are you going to implement it. So the second one is the implementation phase. So it gradually implement AWS security services to help ensure effective adoption and integration. Next, it's regularly monitor and evaluate. So monitor AWS security services regularly to ensure that effectively mitigating security risk. Now, when we talk about future trends in AWS security, since it's booming in the industry right now, there are so many things, and very commonly known as machine learning and AI. So, AWS is exploring how to incorporate machine learning and AI into the security services to better identify and prevent cyber threats. Now, we know so many AI tools and technologies that has already been integrated, but many more is expected. Quantum computing, it continues to evolve, and this has been since ever. This is not new. So AWS is still exploring how quantum computing can be used to improve cloud security. I'm sure in future many more such options are going to come up. Facial recognition, we did learn about biometric, but facial recognition also is in the picture. It explores the use of facial recognition technology for enhanced access control and security measures. Well, so far we have learned about so many services, how to use them, and bunch of them. The benefits of AWS security services: it provides enhanced data protections, like we mentioned, advanced threat detection. We have specific tools, services for them, and a simplified compliance management. So, a organization is compliant at the end of the day, end of the year, because of all the audits they conduct. Next, future trends and emerging technologies. So it is exploring machine learning and quantum computing and facial recognition for more advanced setup and security. It is trying to stay ahead of the threats by implementing best practices and regularly monitoring AWS security services. Companies can stay ahead of emerging security threats and mitigate security risk. So thank you for staying for the end of this presentation. If you have come this far, please like, share, and subscribe, and comment below if you want to learn about more security services. Is there a specific question you have? So drop in the comments and I'll definitely get back to you. So thank you all once again. Do like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.